recording. Let me get my music over here. All right, you have a song that's probably in your other book. This song is called, and I wait a minute. This is weird. One other thing I need to do. This song is called the Mexican Hat Dance. The Mexican Hat Dance, and who knows, maybe I can. No. Okay. And then it allowed me the chance to play along with you also. So we have at the very top there, at the very top, let me put the book here. At the very top of the page, that is a treble clef sign. Can you see that? Or is it too far away? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you see this? Okay.
Kind of.
Let's see. Let me do it a certain way so you can see it. Hold on. Let me see what I see. Wait. But you have this paper, right? Do you have this paper right here?
The one we just printed out?
Yes, Mexican Hat Dance.
Yeah. I think that's the second one. Yeah, we do. It's right here.
Okay.
We have it on the stand next to the right here, so I think you can see it.
Okay. So the at the very top, the top hand, trying to see what I see here. 1 second. Let me see. I'm trying to look. Yeah, okay. I'm looking in my other screen here. At the very top is what we call the treble clef sign. That right there?
Yes.
Treble clef sign. Do you remember what this one down here at the bottom is?
And
And I'm gonna see if I can. That sign right there. It's a bass clef sign. Can you see it?
Is it G?
No. I'm just saying. I'm pointing to the sign. I'm pointing to the sign. You see my finger right there?
Yeah.
Do you see that sign on your paper too? Okay, it looks like kind of like a backward C.
Yeah.
Okay, that's called the bass clef sign. And this one right here, I don't know what you want to call it. Look, that's called the treble clef sign. That means things that you play in the right hand. This is things that you play in the left hand. Do you see it on your paper too? Huh?
What you used to do with the left hand.
Do you see what I'm? Okay, let me use a pen. I'm pointing to the bass clef sign. And here's the treble clef sign. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And bass clef sign and treble clef sign. And so we said that the rules for the bass clef are good boys for the bass clef spaces is good boys do. I'm sorry. All cars eat gas is what I said for the bass clef spaces. All cars eat gas. So the first space is A.
A.
That's all. The second space is C for cars. The third space is E for eats, and the fourth space is G for gas. Now I'm going to, what am I going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to go back to do some things here. Okay, good. Got it. Okay. Okay, can you see this right here?
Yes.
Okay.
Cars eat.
All right.
All
So,
cars gas.
okay, so I said that the thing that looks at the bottom, this is the bass clef sign. The bass clef sign. And I said that a while back that if a note is written on the space, it's an A. These are space notes. This, and this. There are 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first space. This is the second space. This is the third space, and this is the fourth space. It's kind of like going up an elevator. You start on the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, and the fourth floor. Okay? So the first space in the bass clef in your left hand is A for all. And the slogan is all cars eat gas. With all cars eat gas. We did this before, but I just want to review. And that's how, because that's how we're going to play the notes on the piano also. All cars eat gas. Those are the spaces. It took a lot of time to get it, yeah. And then, this works correctly. I made you the treble clef. That's the top line. And the spaces are the word face. F-A-C-E. First space, second space, third space, fourth space. It is the word face. So if you see a line on the first space, it's the note F. Second space A, third space C, and the fourth space E. Now we're looking at a song called the Mexican Hat Dance. And the Mexican Hat Dance has, I could probably get I could plug in my other little camera that projects the books. But the song on the Mexican Hat Dance, if you have it in front of you, it has a G, a half note G, and it has an E. Do you see that?
Yeah.
It has a G for 2 beats, and it has an E for 2 beats. Because the first note of the Mexican Hat Dance is written on the 4th line, and the second note is written on the 3rd line. So that's G, E, and then if you go to the next measure, it's G, E. Then if you go to the 3rd measure, it starts on the line. It starts on the 3rd line. And I have this for you also. The lines are good boys do fine always. Those are the line notes. Good boys do fine always. So I'm going to come up to a camera here. Let's see. And point to, see, this is my camera. This is one of the cameras, huh? No, I'm going to go to this other camera. See what I'm looking at here. Okay. I'm looking at what I need to look at. Can't. Okay, I'm trying to get there. See that note right there?
Yeah.
That note is on the what line? What line is that note on? Can you see it at all?
Yeah.
What line is that on? The first, second, third, fourth, or fifth line?
It's on the it's on like my other line.
Is it hard to see for you?
Huh?
Is this note hard to see? Can you tell what line that is?
Oh, the C chord.
No, look at my pen over here. Can you see my pen?
No.
Okay. You have another screen where you can see. Let's see. There's another screen here. Let's see. What am I doing here? Do it like this. We'll get this thing somehow. Do you see this book? Do you see me holding a book?
I'm trying to look for the other thing.
Do you see me holding a book over here?
Where's the other page? Went into like present mode and it locked on my picture, but I can't see any of them.
You don't see the book. You don't see the book.
Oh.
Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. So the first note on the song that you have, the first note on the song that you have is the note G. Do you see that? That's the fourth line, fourth space. Do you see the G in your left hand?
Yep, the G, I can see the G.
Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can see how I can point to it. Can you play a G on the piano?
Yeah.
Did the piano come back on?
Hold
It didn't come back on?
on.
It was on a second ago.
1 second.
That's okay. We'll get there. We're gonna get there. Okay. Okay. So the first note of the song, if you're looking at the song Mexican Hat Dance, if you're looking at the Mexican Hat Dance, I'm coming back over here to my other keyboard. If you're looking at the song The Mexican Hat Dance, I gotta be looking up here too. Okay. All right. The first note of the song is G. And the third, it says G, E. G, E. That's what the song says right there. It says G, E, G, E. Can you see my hand? G.
I still can't see the other screen.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me get rid of the screen share. Okay, so you have G, E, G, E. Do you see that? Huh?
Yeah, I see
G. I'm gonna play it for you a little bit. G, E, G, E, D, E, F, D, E, C. So you're hitting a G, G, E. Down below, G, E, G, E. And then it does it again. If you're looking at the music, it does that again. G, E. Right. And then the third measure, the third block. So let me see. Do I have my pen? Hold on. Hold on. After the G, E, G, E, G, E, then it says D, E, F, D, E, C. And but you have to go over, you have to know that that this note, let me see if I can kind of point to it. That this note, I'm gonna see if I can raise it up without losing it. I don't want to see. I'm trying to look at another screen. I don't know how good your eyes are, but this note here, that's probably too far away. D, third line. Yeah, that's better. I think that's better. Third line is D. Did you see that? Huh? Can you see that's the third line?
The third line.
Can you see that? Can you see the lines on the book?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good. Then if this is the first line, can you see that this is the first line?
Yeah.
Can you see that that's the second line? Or no?
What's the second line? There's
First line, second line, third line. Can you see that or no?
the first line, second line, and third line.
Okay, so look at, like if you're looking at your music too, can you see my pen?
Yeah.
Do you see my pen wiggling?
Yeah.
Do you see this line right here, the first line right here at
Yeah.
the bottom? Yes or no?
Yeah. I can also see it on my other paper.
Good. That's the first line. And the slogan for the lines are good boys do fine always. Good boys do fine always. So this right here is good boys do. That's the D for do. So that's the note D. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Good boys do. So that is that right there. So that's a D. And then it goes to an E. Remember I said it, remember the spaces are all cars eat gas. All cars eat gas. So that's D, E, F. Good boys do fine. Good boys do fine. And then back to D. So I'm going to play it for you. What happens is I'm going to play it for you, and then I'm going to talk to you about what you have to do because you have to review these notes. So it goes like this: G, D, ding, ding, da 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 da. Then it goes to right hand. Do do da 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 da. Right, nice song. It's a Mexican. But let me turn my microphone back around. But what is important? This is key. And I'm gonna go back to share and share this screen. Here's what's important. It is imperative, important that you know the line notes. These are the line notes. Good, boys do, fine, always. You have to know that. There's no getting around. Are you listening to me, Joshua?
Yeah, I was.
You have to know what these notes are. So if I said bass clef, first line, what note is that?
Bass clef in the first line.
No, talk to me. Use your words.
Line.
Bass clef first line. This is the bass clef. I want you to tell me the note, what note it is. Bass clef first line is what note?
First line, that means it's the one, and so it's A. So.
Okay. Can you see the screen right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Read the words on the screen. What does this word say?
Good boys do fine always.
Okay. So this is the first line, Joshua. Can you see my cursor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it moving?
Yeah.
That's the first line, Joshua. Mm-hmm. That's the first line. So if I say bass clef first line, Joshua, if I say bass clef first line, what note is that?
Bass clef in the first line. So if it's G, so that means.
If I say, let me help you. If I say bass clef first line, the note is G. Okay, no, I want you to use your words. If I say bass clef first line, the note is G. Say G.
G.
If I say bass clef second line, the note is what?
B.
Thank you. If I say bass clef third line, the note is what?
D.
Thank you. If I say bass clef fourth line, the note is what?
F.
Good. If I say bass clef fifth line, the note is what?
A.
Thank you. And so when you're looking at the music and you see a note that's written on the third line, you know that that note is D. And that's if you look at the music, that's one of the notes in the third measure. It starts on the D. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
So the third box, the first, because you have a G, E, G, E, and then you have the note D. Let me go back. Let me see if I can switch between screens here, because I did. One second, I'll stop sharing, and I'll go to my file, open it up. And then let me rotate this thing. Let me rotate, see if I can go back. I don't think this thing lets you go. Where is it? Tools. No. Okay. 1 second. Can I rotate? One minute, and then we'll be finished. View. Page. Rotate. Rotate view. Okay, Joshua. Looking at this first note is written on the fourth space. All cars eat gas. So that note is G. This note is what? What note is this right here, Joshua?
E.
Thank you. What note is this?
C.
All cars eat gas. What note is that, Joshua?
Cars A.
I'll try again. All, that's the first space, because there's space notes and line notes. All cars eat gas. So I just gave it to you. What's the note?
Are you presenting right now? Because I can't see.
You can't, am I presenting?
No.
One second, let me see if I'm presenting. Wow, maybe I'm not. It says, I thought I was.
Well, I can't see.
1 minute. Okay, sorry. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the first note right here? What's that first note right there?
E.
Okay, let me help you out with that. The slogan is all cars eat gas. That's the slogan for the spaces. All cars eat gas. What's that note?
G.
Thank you. And the second note over here is all cars eat. What's the note?
E.
Okay, what's the first note?
A.
We just did this. All cars eat gas.
All cars eat gas.
So what's that note? What does gas start with?
G. It's
So
G.
what is that note?
So
You just said it. What's the note?
G. Gas.
Okay, good. Now look, this note right here. Can you see my cursor? Can
Yeah.
you see? This note is the same thing as this note. So you know if this is a G, this is in the same place. That's a G. All right. So, and then as you said, this note right here was an E. So you have G E, G E. And then I said, this is what we've been talking a whole bunch. We said that if a note is on the slogan for the bass clef lines is good boys do fine always. 5 lines. Good boys do fine always. So that's D for do. D for do. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So we have. So I'm going to say the notes for you, and then. But this is something that you have to go over. G E G E D E F D E C. I'm going to send my little notes to you, which you probably already have them, but your assignment is to still to practice. I'll stop presenting. Let me take this out of here. Oh my good. Can I? Let me just drop it down. Okay. Do I? Okay. So that's pretty loud. Your assignment for this week, I want you to work on the Mexican hat dance, but before you can work on the Mexican hat dance, you need to know what those lines and spaces are. Let me go back to that, and I'll give it to I'll send it to your dad, and you probably, like I said, you may already have it. Let's see, where is it? Did I? There it is, right there. Where is this thing? Let me go back. And here, and can't share. Slogan for, where is it? Slogan for lines and spaces. Where is it? right here. Okay. So I'm learning how to use this. Listen up, Josh. You have to learn the bass clef slogan for the lines. Good boys do fine always. You need to know that so you can play the music, and you need to know the slogan for the for the l- treble clef lines. Every good boy does fine, and then um, the slogan for the treble clef spaces, the word face, and then the slogan for the bass clef spaces, all cars eat gas. When you go to sleep at night, you need to be thinking about that. You need to be thinking about that. That's how I learned. I had to think about it, and then it'll help you to read the notes. So we're doing two things. We are learning how to play music by notes, and we're learning how to play music by theory and ear training. Theory is when I said that I wanted you to be able to play the C and the G chord in its root position, its first inversion, second inversion. That's theory. Uh, so I want you to know that and know that basic information. So the lines and spaces for the bass and treble clef, the Mexican hat dance, and uh, you still are responsible for the C and the G chord in its root position, first inversion, and second inversion. And you should be able to do that in both hands, certainly at the very least in the left hand. And I'll make sure that your dad gets a copy of this recording. Do you have any questions, and does your dad have any questions?
Do you have any questions?
No, just as long as we get the video, and then I'll be able to get out of this. Stand up, Joshua. He'll now have this song that he can practice after he understands the chord progression.
Well, he has to review his notes. Okay, I got all this stuff on the floor here. He has to review his notes. He has to know what his notes are on the when he sees them on the staff, those lines and spaces.
Uh-huh.
He needs to know what they are, because if he doesn't know that, then he can't read the music.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Okay, so so please have him review that first.
Okay, I will.
He should know that. You can. I'll send it to you, but what I'm saying is, if you say, um matter of fact, I'll send some things to ask. I'll send some flashcards or something that along that nature, so you can ask him, Joshua, bass clef first line. What note is it? So I'll send that to you, and he should be able to respond with an answer.
That'll
So
be
that-
helpful because I want to be able to practice more with him, but I don't always know what to tell him to do other than practice your chord progression, and then he says, "I'm doing it already," and this is on. So if I can tell him what to practice, it'll be I can
so
practice more.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a sheet,
Okay.
and you can ask him questions, and then he should be able to respond to the answer that I have written on the sheet.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
And you'll have that certainly before next lesson.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but these are things that he needs to get over. There are certain things that you have to get over before you can move on.
Yeah. No, I understand.
All right. So good. Working through some technology, and we're going to get there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
All right. I trust that you can. I've mastered the thing in terms of you being able to hear me. You can hear me clearly, right?
No, this is great. We can hear you good, and we can hear the piano well. Also, this is good.
All right. All right. Okay. So I don't know what you guys do. Go eat some food.
Yeah.
You know,
I
eat
need
some shrimp and grits. I don't know.
He said food. That's his magic word. He loves that.
All right. I'll look for something in the email. Okay.
Okay, so you'll send me the video and then also the notes that you're talking about.
Yes, I will.
Okay, all right, we appreciate it.
Take care until then. Take care.
All right, you too.
Bye, Joshua.
Bye.